Toi.J Mcknight. I'm here with M. I am here to get on y'all nerves. I am here to just keep saying amp, 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 amp. Because guess what? I'm not going anywhere. We rebranding, we repushing, we refocusing, we rethinking. Thanks to Pastor Mitchell. That's what his sermon was a couple weeks ago. Y'all rethink, refocus, revolutionize. I'm here for it. And guess what, y'all? I got one of my most other favorite people here. Marcia was McCoy, but it's Larose.
Come on, tell them.
Chef Larose, y'all. Come on, girl.
Hey. Chef Larose.
Check her out.
I'm sorry,
That's all right. So I want y'all to check her out on her gear. Mountain movement. Listen. Well, this is what we're here. Sit down. This is what we're here for today, y'all. This robe, this jacket, this right here.
Yeah. This cover.
Listen. So hold on, cause I ain't gonna cry, cause I could cry here.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do it, but listen. Before we became who we are today.
Listen. Before we became who we are today.
Woo! Listen. I almost don't even have words for it without getting emotional because let's just say ninth grade.
2000.
I wasn't 2000 nothing.
No,
it was
1990.
And that's a no.
Sorry.
Girl, I want them to know how old I'm trying to get a man.
I look good.
I know. I look great. However, I don't need y'all know how old I am. Don't be calculating either. So listen. Girl, you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
So listen, y'all. Some of the people that y'all gonna see in the next couple of Mondays is people that I literally specifically reached out to and was like, I want to spotlight you. I want you to be a Monday mountain mover. Yes, because I know them personally, but also because I know they have something that the world needs to hear. They need to be spotlighted because I've seen us come from a really dark place, from mud, out of the mud, but not quite walking on clouds just yet. However, we on our way. And she is doing amazing. And I know we've been like, we're more than friends. We are like sisters. And we've had some rough spots, so let's just be real. But listen, God always, He's going to take you through seasons. It's like a relationship. He's going to take you through seasons. You're going to have a growing season. You're going to have harvest season, manifesting season. You're going to have all of those seasons to be able to come back together to the table and say, here's where we are. This is where we're going. And we keep coming back here for a reason. Mm-hmm. And some people are just here to stay. Then you got some that need to go and have left. And that's cool. But who are you?
Who I am? Well, first I'm Marcia Larose, as she said. Chef M. Larose. I am CEO and founder of Chef M. Larose Catering Services.
Yeah, I'm so proud.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let me say something real quick. Shedding. That shedding season.
Oh,
we forgot that shedding season.
Wait a minute.
All of that brings us to where we are. You have to shed to manifest. So it's a process, and so yeah.
It's just beautiful, y'all.
It's good.
I'm sorry.
It's good.
Beautiful.
It's good.
Beautiful.
It's good.
And y'all listen, she's really a natural comedian. She trying to hold back.
I really am.
Because the cameras is rolling, the lights is on, but this girl is a real comedian. I always tell her she should have been on Comic View a long time ago.
She does.
But Marcia, what inspires you to get out of bed every day?
So at first I was going to put my kids. Because you think that's what you're supposed to say. But honestly, what makes me get up every day is God. It is God. I was like, I'm doing this for my kids, but really, that ain't who I'm doing it for. On them days when I don't want to get up, it's like God is saying, I'm giving you another chance. Somebody didn't get to do this today. What you doing?
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. I was thinking about it on the way, and I had to change my answer. I'm like, it's not my kids, it's for God.
Wow. Because in that answer, not that I have a rebuttal, because I don't, because that was beautiful, but there is again somewhere in the Bible that speaks about why we were created, and we were created to one be in God's image. Two, to me, this is my definition of it as well. Don't go looking for the Bible. It might not be there.
It may not be there,
but
it's around.
It's somewhere, yeah. But also, it is to help save another soul, to bring people to God. So in that response, it, I never looked at it like that.
Not even until today. Like I was going over my questions this morning. I kept changing my answers. I had wrote it down. Did it send it back to you?
Yeah, and you put it in there for everybody.
I know it was other people in there. Well, my answers have changed from that. I didn't know that, but yes, my answer have changed from that. I thought about it like, I'm not doing this for Maddie and Scrappy. I'm not doing this for my bonus kids. Like, I'm doing this because God is saying, hey, I'm giving you a chance to show people this is what we doing.
Yes.
So.
And what we've come from and where we going and what to look forward to.
It's a process. It's a journey, and yeah.
And so, with all of that, what is, and again, as I said, I know these few women first, personally, so I know it's quite a few, but what is that one mountain moving experience that you know without a doubt has transformed you into the woman you are today?
2013 when I moved to Florida.
That was a year.
2013 when I moved to Florida. Can I talk about this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, I was working at Verizon for, 11 years, and it came to a point where they were closing our department, and I wasn't one of the employees that they wanted to keep. I was a horrible employee. Now that I look back over my, I was like, man, I was like something to deal with. I can't imagine, but in that, it's because that ain't where I was supposed to be at, and so it got to a point where our department closed. Our department closed, and I needed to figure out what's my next move. And so I prayed about it, and my dad was like, well, come to Florida. And I'm like, Florida, all my family, my people, like, they're here. How am I going to go away from my family? And so before you had King, I had already packed my stuff and sent it away. Wow. All I had to do at that point was just get in the car and go. I tried 2 times before you had him to leave and came back. I could not go up that highway. I was so terrified because I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what my place was about to look like. I had never been there, so all my stuff is already gone. Wow. Now I'm like, is this the right thing to do? And so I prayed about it some more. And after you had King, we got on the highway. This time we got to Chattanooga. I turned back around. I wasn't ready to do it. I went home, I prayed again, and like 3 days later, I got on the highway and I just started driving. Now, how I knew that this was the right time is because as I got further down the highway, I just felt like I was getting lighter, like I was shedding, and this journey was getting lighter for me to go down this highway. Now, I'm like, okay, I'm gone now. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. Your stuff is gone. Your apartment is gone. You gotta go. It's me, Maddie, and Scrappy on the highway. Wow. And we left, and when I pulled up at that house, I think that drive was like 14 hours. It could have been 11, but I kept stopping in between. But when we got to when I turned on the street, I started feeling sick in my stomach because I'm like, oh my God, what if this is like a trailer? I'm sorry, this may be ungrateful because, I don't know what I'm about to move into. I left a decent place, and now I'm going to a place where I don't know what it looked like. I don't know the people here. It's just me and my kids. It's going to be sink or swim. And I pulled up at that house. Oh my God, when I turned in that driveway, the house was so beautiful. Y'all, like, I just started crying. I ain't even went inside. The outside of that house was so beautiful. I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Now I'm able to go in. And so those 2 years I was down there, even though it was not long, that time there, I needed that. I needed that time to be away from the people I knew, my blanket. God is like, that's not your blanket. They not your blanket. You know, you going to them when I'm here, like, this is who you need. So I needed that time. I needed that moment. And my relationship has been growing and just getting better, and I'm shedding. That's my phase. It's a shed phase. So I hope that wasn't too much, but yes, that was my defining moment.
So, in those seasons, though, even though you're in your shedding, but in the season, let's say even your shedding season, in the moments when it seems like there's no movement, no mountains are moving away. You're even seeing mountain move, but it ain't moving. God is silent. How do you push through? How do you move forward?
I used to jump out there and do my own thing because I'm like, I can't wait. Like, I'm praying, but I'm not waiting on him to answer. I wasn't at a time. I'm running now. I've learned to wait. I have to wait. When I start making moves and it's not time for me to make moves, it's just be falling apart. And then I'm back in this same place of, okay, I'm trying again, God. I'm doing, I'm there. That's, like, it's tough. So,
this is love, y'all. This is love.
You just have to know. It's a song for it. I'm gonna think of it. I'll tell y'all before it's over. It's a song for this right here, where we have come from to be here.
Oh, it is a song.
It is.
It is. I can't think of what it is a song. So, in the woman you are today, in the space you are in right now, what advice or empowerment or nugget would you give another woman or young woman that's trying to push through?
Give yourself some grace. Give yourself grace. I am my hardest friend. I'm my hardest critic. Like, I'm not able to at times look myself in the mirror and say to myself, good things. So you have to give yourself grace. Yeah, we gonna uck it up a bunch of times, more than you would like to, but you really just have to give yourself grace. And when you learn yourself, you gotta give yourself some grace.
Okay. And in one sentence, what do you want the world to remember about Marcia Kanisha Larose?
I know this is gonna be crazy to say because I probably done made some people feel real crazy. But I really want you to remember how I made you feel.
Wait, all of them? Everybody?
Some of you might need to remember how I made you feel because you need to feel like that for a reason. But, for the people that know me or have came across me in my older years, you can clearly see that I'm not the same Maplewood High School student. I hope I've made you feel good in some type of way. I hope I've made you smile or made you laugh in some type of way. I done made you laugh a bunch of times.
Girl, listen.
What about you, Lottie?
It's okay, girl. So listen. Now, before we go away, tell us about your catering, though. Like, I want you to kind of elaborate a little bit about that, about your business.
So I am currently a chef, or can we remove that?
You want to take it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna say currently a chef. I don't like how that's
okay.
Well, anyhow, I'm a chef. Can I tell y'all how I got to this place real quick though? I was doing customer service for so long. I realize now why I was such a horrible employee. That wasn't for me to be doing. I needed to get the skill set of having customer service per se, but just talking to people on the phone and listening to you gripe and complain, that was not for me. And I was not the best employee. Like, when I look at all the places that I worked at, and I've had really good jobs, I can get the work done, but it just was not for me. It makes such a difference when you really love what you're doing. It took me a while to figure it out, but it was always easy. It was always something I loved to do. Cooking, that was my thing. It was a punishment that I learned from my mama. I got in trouble. One of my friends got pregnant, and my mama got scared, and she was like, "You're not bringing no baby home. I'm not keeping no baby. We got to teach you something. You got to do something." She kept me busy. I couldn't go hang out with, Toy and my friends at that time, because my mama had me in the kitchen. I'm 13 baking bread and skinning chicken and doing all of these things. And it's so crazy how life works, because in my profession, I'm constantly doing all of those things my mama gave me at that time, those gems. Like what she gave me at that time, I had no idea that it was going to put me here. So I do want to write a book with my cooking called Kitchen Lessons, because that's how I learned to cook. And so I'm originally from Guyana, South America. My mom and her sisters, I think it was 8 of them at the time, moved here for school and just what they thought would be better at the time for us. And in the process of being here, cooking had always been something my family has done. Like, Caribbean people love food. You come around us, you're going to have food, fun, you're going to have music, but that thing is food. And so growing up, we ate. We were always at the table as a family. And as I've gotten older, I realized we're not at those tables anymore. We're not a family. We're not asking how was your day? What you doing? What you want to do? And so with Chef M. Larose Services, I'm wanting to bring people back to the table. My logo on my business card actually is a table and chairs, if you see it, because I feel like cooking brings out the family. You talk about things. And so my services provide cooking, I cater. I want to eventually have classes for teenagers, females and males, because you really got to cook. You got to know how to cook. And so I cook a lot of Caribbean food, but I grew up here in Tennessee, and so it's with like a southern twang. So I have jerk chicken, I have curry chicken, and I know you probably have ate these from other restaurants.
But you ain't eat hers.
But you ain't ate mine. You ain't ate mine. And yeah, that's it.
Well, you guys, we appreciate you stopping by, giving us a second, hear our story, looking at us while we are just sitting here beautiful. But you have embarked on an opportunity to hear Marcia Larose's story, to hear and see why she's been spotlighted on today. Listen, authentic TV. Authentic TV. I'm going to say it every time. Authentic TV. Go look for it. Chef Larose. Go find her.
I am on TikTok as Chef M. Larose. You can find me on Facebook, Chef M. Larose. I am on Instagram. It may show Delectable Delights with a Z, but that is also me. So yeah, come along this journey with me. Let's see where it takes us.
Yes. Thank y'all.